This is fucked.
It is fucked. He's probably talking about my voice. What's up? It's the Huff. I went to the Broncos Browns game last night and I shredded my voice. I'm sorry. I sound like I smoked 17 cigarettes in 5 minutes. Look at me. Oh, I'm a fucking chimney. I could also sound like Optimus Prime, Autobots, transform, or hello there. I think I can seduce your mother even more so right now. That's right, because I banged her last night. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Listen, when you go to a game, you can't help but yell. Now, that being said, the guy next to my son and I was just insane. He was like a fucking bullhorn every freaking play. I don't know how if he's not worse off than me, I'd be very surprised. But my buddy Josh hooked me up with tickets yesterday. He's all, do you want to go to the game? Absolutely. My son was just asking about wanting to go to his first Broncos game. So he hooked us up and we surprised my son and he freaked. Like he has been so desperately wanting to go to a Broncos game, but obviously I can't just, justify spending, fat cash on going to a Broncos game. But since somebody gifted them to us, like, hell yeah, we're going to take them. And they are really good seats. They're in like section 300 something. And it was awesome. My son, like, he's at that age now where he's kind of like not so lovey-dovey. He is, but he isn't. But he hugged me like at least 10 times yesterday after finding out. It was really cool. And even this morning, he's just like, thank you again. I'm like, oh my God, you're melting my heart, you little bastard. Oh my God. Look at me. I'm a mess. But it was fun. It was neat to show him the ropes for going to a game of when you cheer, when you don't, like when the Broncos are on offense, everybody's supposed to be quiet. Okay. That way they can call the play. So I'm telling them like what's going on. And then on defense, you're cheering like crazy. That's why my voice is jacked up. But that game was insane. We'll get into the highlights. We'll get into that later. But it was so much fun. And to say he had a blast is an understatement. He was so excited, like giving high fives. I was like, get in there. You got to give everybody high fives. They just scored a touchdown. He's like, okay. I got. It was so fun. And everybody around us was so inviting because I told them, I was like, this is his first game. And after the game, they're like, what a first game for you, bud. And yeah, it was freaking neat. Now, why did I play that soundbite?
This is fucked.
Because we have a big update on a crazy story from earlier this year that involves a lady, a cat, and chewing. So we'll get into that. Can't freaking wait.
This is fucked.
I actually have more audio of the police officer, and it's stuff that I missed last time. So we're going to play that. It's freaking hilarious. But hopefully you guys are having a great day. A lot to get into. Bear with me with my voice. Hopefully you'll be back to somewhat normal tomorrow. But listen, if you want to turn up the bass, no worries. Daddy's got you covered. Ooh, yeah. It's smooth jazz. Yeah. I just licked the microphone. Damn it. That's gross. Gross. Anyway. You wonder why I lose my voice. Because I do dumb stuff like this. I can't yell today, but I will get excited. Oh God. Look at me. This is embarrassing. I guess I already am excited.
You have a massive erection.
I do. I can't lie. I'm just so happy to be here. Anyway, make sure you hit that subscribe button wherever you're watching or listening. And don't forget, today's show is presented to you by Kirkwall Group, also Game Time PDR, and of course, Bet Online. Bet Online continues to be the world's most trusting betting platform and your number one source for online betting
From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, the NBA, college basketball, NHL to UFC, head to betonline.ag right now to get in on the action. And don't forget to use promo code BELIEVE for your welcome bonus on your first deposit. Do I get a welcome bonus? What the shit? Come on, man. Anyway, it's BetOnline. The game starts here. And speaking of starting, let's kick this shit off. Let's go to the headlines.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now, here are the headlines.
Well, this is a fun story that we're about to get into. Oh, my goodness gracious. Should I just do it in this voice? A British adult film star named Lily Phillips. Oh, she sounds pretty. She does. She's going to attempt to have sex with 1,000 men in one day. Oh, my goodness gracious. Honey, you're going to be worn out. Look at you. Your vagina's going to be all flappity in the wind, okay? That's not a good thing. No, oh, my goodness. Did somebody lower the curtains? Nope. That's just Lily's vagina. What the shit? Come on. That can't be good for you. Apparently, she's 23 years old, and she declared she's been in training. And she's been in training for several months in order to be physically up to the challenge. The current record, the sad thing, there's a record out there, is held by a lady named Lisa Sparks. She's also an adult film star who banged 919 men in one day at a sex industry event in Poland back in 2004. Wait a minute. This sounds fascinating. I fully endorse this activity. Of course you would, Connery. Oh, you shut your mouth. By the way, how's your mother? Why? Because I banged her last night. That's why my voice is all strained. I was screaming hallelujah to the heavens. Okay, whatever. That's disgusting. If I did my math right, which there's always a chance I did not, I believe if you're going to bang, somebody do the math for me and correct me if I'm wrong. But if she's banging 1,000 dudes in one day, that's 41.6 dicks an hour. Oh my God. That's a lot of dick. Now, here's the thing, ladies and guys. Ladies, you tell me. Think about the physical toll that's going to have on your body. And this sounds so cheesy of me. It's not going to be, very exciting and just like, it's going to be very lackluster, right? Like each bang, it's just, I'm curious of what considers having sex. Is it like one penetration, or is there a limit? Like how many pumps? Could you hold on real quick? Hold on. What if in order for it to count, it has to be, say, 5 pumps, right? 5 pumps. And then it counts as a sexual partner, right? What if you're one of those guys that is like I'm number 47, and then you get in there and you're just like, I just got to make it to 5 pumps, and then boom, I'm done. What if you make it to 2 pumps and you're done? He doesn't count. He doesn't count. He only made it to 2 pumps. Damn it. Gosh. I thought I'd last longer. I get it. That's your industry that you're in for this Lily Phillips. Okay. But I can't imagine this is going to be good on your body. That's a lot of wear and tear down there. And as far as the guys go, like she's accepting applications for the dudes. And I guess if you're a young dude and you just have no standards, you'll be like, yeah, I'll be number 743. I'm just saying, could you imagine being at the tail end? Can you imagine being number 1,000? She's not going to want to be there And she's just like, fucking get it over. Are you done? Are you done? God. I just wouldn't. Why? Why? She's not going to be walking right. The lady that did it before, Lisa Sparks, said she had difficulty walking for over a week. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't have a vagina. If I did, I'd never come outside. But I would imagine that wouldn't feel good. And like I said, it's not going to be like a bunch of bang sessions. You're going to be rifling through dudes. You're going to be rifling through cock right after one after another. Well, man, I just thought of that soundbite from Clerks where she's like, the guy's like, how many dicks have you sucked? She's all 37. And the other guy's all in a row. And then they break up or whatever, and she goes out. She leaves the convenience store and goes to her car, and her boyfriend goes, "Try not to suck any dick on the way to your car." That's this lady. But I can't imagine there's going to be any sort of foreplay. Like, the more you think about it, it's just like, do you want to be part of that number? I don't. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Guys, let me know. Or do you want to be a number? Do you want to be sitting there taking a number like you're at a fucking deli counter? Number 47, you're in. You're up. Okay, number 48, get ready. Get ready. She is raring to go, okay? That'd be weird. It's like a meat market. Only she's accepting the meat and you're giving it to her. And I don't know. I don't even know what I would do if I knew somebody that was doing this. I mean, there's just a certain point where it's not sexy. That's my opinion. By the way, she said, because I told you she was training for this, she says, I've done 101 and I'm doing 300 in a few weeks. It's like a boxing match, is what she said. Then this is the controversial shit. Boinking 101 guys in 14 hours is so much harder than a 9 to 5. Yeah. If you talk about a day job, as in going to an office, sleeping with 101 men is so much more taxing. Right. Because you've really put in the grind at an office gig or working construction or whatever. Fuck you. Literally, you're getting fucked. But holy shit, shut up. Now, listen, that's the thing. Of those 101 guys that she banged in 14 hours, which is nowhere near the pace she needs to be going at. Like, how much effort is she putting in? Because if you want to reach 1,000, you can't put in effort. You just got to be there and be like a receptacle. You guys have heard the term, this is very offensive. You guys have heard the term cum dumpster, right? There you go. And I know that's a slam on, but what the fuck am I supposed to say in regards to this? Because that's what she is at this point. And that's fucked up. I don't want to be degrading to her, but Jesus, how else am I supposed to look at this? Like she's donating her body to science and like she's helping educate individuals. Now, if this was 1,000 virgins, shit, she could be doing 1,000 of them in less than, probably 18 hours. They're all going to be in and out really fucking quick. Shit, they might not even make it. They might not even make it to the opening. Ah, darn it. I just went all over my pants. Holy shit. Gross. Hold on. Would you want to be a part of that? Would you want to partake in that experiment or that record-breaking attempt? Let me know. You can do it anonymously. You know what? Actually, send it from your wife's email account or your girlfriend's email account. Duff, I would love to be part of that 1,000, attempt to, bang that chick. What is happening? Why did you send this from my email? It's good stuff. Oh, shit.
It's breaking news.
Oh, my God.
Breaking news!
Oh, my God. I guess it's not really breaking news considering I told you this was going to happen at the beginning of the show, but here we are. This is so wild. So freaking wild. This was international news. Allexis Ferrell has been sentenced to 30 months in jail for eating a cat in Ohio. Now, remember the whole political shit, and people are like, they're eating cats. The immigrants are. This lady was born and raised in Ohio. She's an American. But, bitch did eat a cat. She did eat a cat. Now, I'm like reading the article that was updating this, and I'm like, oh shit, we got to play this. I trimmed it up, but here's the highlights from the body camera from the police officer that responded.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Stand up. Put your hands behind your back. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? It's all right, other kitty, you're safe. Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with me.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah.
She destroyed that cat. This is fucked. She had cat hair on her mouth. As long as I've been a policeman, I've never had a call where someone was eating a cat.
Oh my God. His line. The one that I used to start the show. Oh my God.
This is fucked.
It's so fucked. So disgusting. What do you say to that? Now, the sad part is, I didn't play the sound, but the one of the neighbors, the guy was saying that the lady was experiencing a lot of trauma in her life. She lost her mom. I believe she had to relinquish her children to someone else. And it was just a lot. She was having a mental breakdown. And I know that that's not a full excuse, but it does lead her down that path. And it does give some light on the situation. But again, this lady was born and raised in Ohio. She is an American, and she ate the cat. I know a lot of people aren't going into that information still. I brought that up when this first happened, when this story first came out during the debates. I think it was the VP debates. But that's what it is. Unless that information has changed, I don't think it has. And that's the one lady that has made the news for eating a cat. So disgusting. It's sad, but like when he's like, hey, other kitty, you're safe. Oh my God, that is way too funny. It's fucked up, but funny. What would you do if you walked in on somebody consuming, a family pet? A goldfish, I guess I could handle. I'd still be concerned and irritated, but not as bad if I go upstairs and all of a sudden our neighbor is chowing down on my cat, Gary. I don't know if it matters to you, sir, but he does have diabetes. Does that influence your eating habit? No, you're good. Okay. So gross. So disgusting. Oh my God. We got more coming your way, but first, hey, if you're running a business and need help with the back of the house, you need someone with experience and is trustworthy. You need the Kirkwall Group. With over 30 years of experience, Richard and the Kirkwall Group understands that you and your business deserve someone who's efficient, timely, accurate, cost-effective, focused on your success, and is working to save you money. Kirkwall Group can help you with your bookkeeping, accounting management services like CFO, controller, accounting manager, projects and support, stuff like that, as well as tax planning and preparation, income, property tax, sales, and use tax. What you need to do, I say all that, but it's going to make a lot more sense. And there might be something else that I left out for you because they do so much. Go to their website right now, kirkwallgroup.net. Kirk as in Captain Kirk, Spock, where's all the green ladies that I can bang? And kirkwallgroup.net. Sorry, that's the first thing that popped in my head, Richard. I apologize. Anyway, what you can do is go to their website, again, kirkwallgroup.net, and you can see what they can do to help you and your business out. You can contact them and get a free 30-minute consultation. You can call them at 833-547-5925. That's 833-KIRKWALL. And you can also just go to their website, and they have a contact info on there as well, and you can just shoot them an email. It's Kirkwall Group. We count what counts for you. Oh, boy. My voice is hanging in there. It is.
What other voices can I do? Hey.
I don't know. That's not a voice of anybody. What was I trying to do? I was trying to do Trump earlier. Kamala. Hi. Kamala. This is the best podcast ever in the world. I can't do it. I need to listen to like Shane Gillis do it and just do an impression of Shane Gillis doing Trump because I think he's one of the best at it. It'll be like Kamala. He over enunciates her name. Kamala. Anyway. Anywho, you know what we need to do? Jump into some sports.
Going deep, tight ends and long balls.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
Oh, gross!
It's sports with the Huff.
Well, like I was saying before, I went to the Broncos Browns game last night at Mile High for Monday Night Football. It was an exciting game that ended in dramatic fashion. Final score was 41-32. And before we go into the stats, I really want to say this before I forget. I'm slightly disappointed and concerned in the Broncos defense. Yes, I was listening to Dave Logan in the post-game show, and Ryan Edwards, my buddy Ryan Edwards, asked him, he's like, what can you take away from this? And he said that they can win in tough games. They can. Because a year, subtract the last, 8 years or whatever it's been, they don't win these games. But it concerns me. Yes, they showed grit. They stuck in there, both offensively and defensively. As much as the defense, gave up so much, and we'll get into those numbers here in a second, they did stand their ground and stood up big to help win the game. But it concerns me is with how their defense was exposed. Riley Moss was out due to injury. They have a bye week this week. Hopefully that means that Riley Moss is back because the dude filling in for him, was it Wallace or something like that? Dude, he just got picked apart. And it was troubling because Jerry Jeudy just set them on fire and they exposed a weak link. And that weak link was on the left side of the field, and they just destroyed it. Here's the thing. Looking at the numbers, so real quick, that worries me that other teams, the future teams that the Broncos are going to be taking on, they're going to take note of that and go, this is where we need to, exploit their weaknesses. The Broncos defense is still good, but holy fuck, they got shredded. I told you guys last week that the whole Browns, this is a different team than when your massage guy was leading the way. With Jameis Winston behind center, like he is definitely going to sling it. He may fuck up, but the dude's going to go out there and dominate. He was 3 yards away from getting 500 yards passing. That's insane. He had 4 touchdown passes. He did have 3 picks. Jerry Jeudy, the guy that, we were all well, here's the thing. None of us were happy that Jerry Jeudy was there, right? Hold on. Where's my soundbite that goes with Jerry Jeudy? Oh my God, did I lose it? I heard if you don't use it, you lose it. Is that true? There we go. There we go. Sorry. Really professional. The thing with Jerry Jeudy, we didn't want him to be as dominant as he was. Obviously, you don't want anybody, but of all people, you don't want Jerry Jeudy was saying that he wanted to come in here and beat our ass as in the Denver Broncos. Jeudy was on fucking fire last night. 235 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. That is insane. Now, I told you I was at the game yesterday, and while I was participating in this chant, it really just fell flat and just made us all look like idiots.
Jeudy sucks! Jeudy sucks! Jeudy sucks! Jeudy sucks! Yeah!
Yeah, we're chanting Jeudy sucks, and meanwhile, the dude is killing it on the field. The Broncos in the locker room, and, essentially just, they were happy for Jerry because there was a lot of former teammates. They're like, yeah, we didn't want him to do it to us, but honestly, he needed that, and good for him. The Broncos won, thankfully. But here's what's wild, a wild stat. Of all his yards and catches, 2 were against Patrick Surtain. He only caught 2 passes and got 20 yards against Patrick Surtain. All the other yards that he got, the 215 yards other than that, were against the other side. So, again, the Browns figured out the weakness. They figured it out early. And the weakness was on the other side, and they just freaking destroyed. The Broncos lucked out in a sense because that was just a fist fight. It was a bar brawl, and the Broncos came out on top. But, dude, they have a big weakness. If they don't get that fixed, it's not going to be easy. The Broncos now are like a 70% chance of making it to the playoffs, which is phenomenal. It is. And thankfully, I think they have a great time for a bye week. That was a slugfest. They need to recoup. They need to get Riley Moss back in there and be healthy. But holy fuck, that was scary. A great, great showing by, it's funny because I'm talking to my son prior to the game, and I'm going over some of the key players that he needs to watch for. And on defense, I said Nick Bonitto, in which, by the way, he's a burrito. Hey, Dad, burritos out there. I'm like, oh my God, shut up. Shut up. But dude, we're watching the game, and then sure as shit, dude gets a pick 6 and fucking just put on the blasters and just smoked everybody. But he also had 1 sack. And somebody brought this up this morning, is Nick Bonitto is really positioning himself as being a defensive player of the year. He has 19 QB hits. This is for the season so far. Let's see, 11 sacks. He's tied for second in the NFL. Or no, he's just second in the NFL, excuse me. He has 3 passes defended, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception, and that 1 interception was a 71-yard pick 6. The dude's a stud. Now, here's the other thing in regards to the defense. While they struggled against Jeudy, who's the main assailant in this situation, Jaquan McMillan had a pick 6, which was an amazing pick 6. I know it's getting overshadowed by Bonitto, but his was fucking awesome. Like, he just launches up into the air, catches it, falls to the ground. Nobody touches him. He just pops up and just pew, Speedy Gonzalez to the fucking end zone. It was sweet. Bo Nix had 2 interceptions. but those weren't on him. Those were deflections. You know, hits the guy in the hands and pops up, and then somebody else picks it. I don't put those on him. They still count on his stats, but I mean, he had 294 yards, almost 300 yards. He had 1 touchdown, but they looked pretty good. A concerning part for the Denver Broncos is looking at Javonte Williams. Yes, he had a touchdown, but he hasn't been looking good. He has not been looking good. What's his nuts? 38 was, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Just all of a sudden I went blank on him. McLaughlin. He looks fucking good out there. He is moving around. He is finding the holes. He could be in one direction. He can change direction on a dime. I'm not saying it, but I'm kind of saying it. He has a very quick sidestep, similar, not exact, similar to Barry Sanders in a way. Nobody could ever be Barry Sanders, but we just something I haven't seen in a little bit. Somewhat similar. I guess a better comparison would be Philip Lindsay in his prime, when Philip Lindsay was a running back for the Denver Broncos, where he can cut. But I believe McLaughlin has a lot more power than Philip did. But either way, he's fun to watch. I want to see him get the ball more, because Javonte Williams, what is it, like the last 2 games, he's averaging like a yard or a yard, something like that. It's something terrible. And I don't know what's going on with Javonte Williams. He's still out there, but he is not finding the hole. He's like a kid on prom night. He can't find the hole. Where is it? I swear to God. Is it in? Nope, you're on the ground. You're on the ground crying. No, but there's something going on with that. And I would not be disappointed if they used him less. Because right now they're just using him in short yardage situations. But McLaughlin is fucking balls. He is all fucking balls. And it is just great to see. Something else that's great to see is if you need some dent repair due to hail damage, you got to remember this name, Game Time PDR. And we've been getting nailed for the past 5 years, and especially this year back in May with hailstorms. And the hard part is finding the right trustworthy company to get it fixed. And that's why you need to trust the people over at Game Time PDR, because they are trustworthy and they do the job right. They specialize in paintless dent repair, which saves the integrity of your vehicle and restores the value back into your vehicle. To celebrate the end of hail season, and those procrastinators out there, maybe you are a procrastinator. That's fine. Don't worry. They're offering a $200 gift card to get your vehicle fixed. Game Time PDR has an expert claims specialist on staff to take the hassle out of dealing with the insurance claims and makes it a seamless process. Listen, I've been on that end where you're sitting there going, oh my God, the insurance company are being dicks. Guess what? Game Time PDR, they're in there to stand shoulder to shoulder with you, and it's really nice. Game Time PDR is going to pay your deductible up to $1,000, but they need to see your vehicle in order to qualify. They're able to pay your deductible because they work and advocate for their customers first before the insurance company. Game Time PDR's expertise and experience are unmatched. They have over 30 years of experience in the industry, and they have some of the best technicians in the world. Call Anthony right now. Anthony's a good dude. 303-955-8200. Again, 303-955-8200 to schedule that evaluation. It's Game Time PDR, the MVP in dent repair. I'm getting there, guys. I'm sorry. My voice is so strained. You know what we need to do? Jump into the mailbag.
Mailbag. You've got mail.
This comes in from Kevin. He said, DeHuff, what's your best advice for holiday party season? That's right. I'm going to the Mile High Sports holiday party. in like a week or so. Holiday parties are interesting. Like, I think for the most part, the ones that I've gone to, people are usually good, but there's every now and then you get one where it's like, maybe we shouldn't involve booze. And that's kind of my thing is, don't drink booze at your holiday party. If you do, drink one and be done, because otherwise it goes into my next advice is don't be a reason for a company-wide email blast. That's what you need to do. That's what needs to be in the back of your head when you're at a holiday party. Is this going to be something that's going to lead to an email blast from HR? Right? And that happens. Trust me. I know plenty of people that have gotten in trouble because they're just like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Really? You're photocopying your dick. I know. Sorry. I put it in the self-feed section. And boy, who knew the paramedics were going to be that fast? I got to be honest. Kudos to them. That's gross. I mean, really, don't try to bang anybody at your holiday party. Don't get drunk. Do participate in the food and activities. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's fairly simple. And leave early. Show up, make your appearance, shake hands, do all that stuff. Eat some free food if your company does that, and then fucking jet. Don't be out too long. Because the longer you're there, the more likely it is that you're going to do something stupid. Something dumb. There was one year, I do remember this, at the radio station. They had a bunch of beer there. And I was goofing around, and I got in trouble because I was drinking, and we were having a good time. And I was joking around, and I was pretending to be passed out drunk on the floor. And then the big boss walks over, and he just looks at me. He's like, "Hello, Scott." Like, "Oh, hey, Bob, how are ya? How's it going?" I was just joking. I think that's how it remembered. I may have blacked out. I think that's how it happened. Yeah. I don't know. Just don't be the guy or lady that is the reason for an email blast. Pretty simple. If the next day somebody can go, "Hey, you know what this soundbite reminds me of? Last night," and Carl.
Play with yourself. It'll be good. Everyone, walk away.
What the fuck did you do over there?
Or this.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. I blacked out. I was eating the 7-layer dip, and next thing I know, boom. I was gone.
What the fuck?
Then you get called into HR the next day. HR does their spiel. They leave the room, and then your big boss just looks at you and says,
"No offense, but you are a stupid asshole."
Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Another thing not to do at a holiday party.
Doing? Don't lick things that don't want to be licked.
Yeah, if you're going into a holiday party just licking things, that's probably a bad idea. And also goes back to my first rule of don't drink. Anyway, you guys are amazing. Hope you guys have a great day. Hopefully you laughed a little bit in this episode. That's what it's all about, right? Just having a good time. If you can, follow me on my socials, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those, at DeHuff Podcast. Make sure you're liking it as well as subscribing to it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Share it with your friends if you can. Give it a nice review if you're able. Big thanks to Kirkwall Group, as well as Game Time PDR, and, of course, Bet Online. It's DeHuff Uncensored. You guys are amazing. Hopefully my voice is back a little bit better tomorrow.
do some exercises like that one lady. I was gonna say something gross, something inappropriate. I don't know. I read on the internet and saw a video on TikTok that if you have sex a lot, it'll fix your voice. Still can't believe she's planning on having sex with 1,000 guys in 24 hours. If that is indeed 41 dicks in an hour, that's just disgusting. You could be a statistic. You could. The other thing is, do you really want to be near the tail end? I mean, talk about sloppy seconds. That is just, ugh. Well, no, thank you. She's going to be passed out by the end of it, right? She'd be like, just go ahead, stick it in there, please. Okay, you're done. You're done. Thanks so much. Next. Yeah, honey, go ahead, stick it in there. Let mama feel it. Okay, you're good. Okay. Next. Okay, good times. I'm done. You guys are amazing. Have a wonderful day. Let's continue to move forward. I'll talk to you next time.